Noah lived in a world that had turned away from righteousness. Corruption and violence filled the earth, yet he remained faithful. When God commanded him to build an ark, it must have seemed absurd. No flood was in sight. But Noah didn't question, he obeyed. Imagine the mockery he endured, the whispers, the laughter. Still, he persisted. His obedience wasn't about logic, it was about trust. What if your calling requires faith beyond reason? Would you still follow through? Day after day, Noah worked on the ark. The sheer size of it was staggering, longer than a football field. People mocked him relentlessly. "Where's the flood, Noah?" they jeered. But he didn't stop. He cut, hammered, and built, trusting in what he couldn't yet see. His persistence wasn't just about survival, it was about obedience. How often do we abandon our missions because of doubt? Noah's story challenges us. Will we keep building, even when others don't believe? Then came the animals, pairs of every kind, just as God had said. Imagine the sight: lions walking beside lambs, birds filling the sky, elephants lumbering forward. The people must have been stunned, yet even then they didn't believe. Noah's obedience wasn't just about building, it was about preparing for what others refused to see. How often do we ignore signs because they don't fit our expectations? Faith means acting before the proof arrives. Are you ready to trust? Then the rain came. First a drizzle, then a downpour. The people who mocked Noah now pounded on the ark's doors, desperate for shelter. But it was too late. Noah's obedience had saved his family and the future of life itself. His faith had been tested, and he had endured. How often do we wait until it's too late to act? True obedience means trusting before the storm arrives. Will you prepare now or wait until the flood begins? When the waters receded, Noah stepped onto dry land, a new world before him. His obedience had rewritten history. He built an altar, thanking God, not just for survival, but for the journey. Obedience isn't about easy paths, it's about trust through uncertainty. What if your mission is bigger than you realize? What if your persistence changes everything? Noah's story isn't ancient history, it's a challenge. Will you stay faithful even when the world doubts? The choice is yours.